Oh my god, why is this actually like really cute? Like I think I've unlocked something inside myself. How did you get in here before I did? Now wait a minute. If you're insinuating that I got in my car,
put my phone on a tripod, pressed play, then got out of the car, hit record, and then got back in the car and pretended to be surprised?
Who would do that? I'm sorry to put you through that. I just cringed at myself. Hello! We're thrifting today. If you follow me either on this channel or on my TikTok, you know that I'm all about faire and specifically thrifting for faire things, so that's what we're going to do today. But I'm not just going to look for faire things, I'm also looking for fairy grunge. That's what my style has been lately. Sorry. What I've tried to do lately, it's kind of difficult because I never go anywhere. So today I'm going to be looking for things for my online shop because I do sell faire outfits, and then I'm also going to be looking for fairy grunge, fairy core things for myself. I'm gonna stop yapping and we're gonna go to the thrift store. Stop number one. I always start at the dresses because it's just at the front. I swear I've seen this dress here before. This one was very interesting. It was giving me mermaid vibes. To be honest, I wasn't really finding a whole lot in the dresses that was catching my interest. This one reminded me of dragon scales, but I didn't actually like the dress itself. Fantasy vibes for sure. This top would be a perfect base for a faire outfit if only it didn't have the little detailing on the sleeves and on the top. I would definitely like remove those if I were going to use this for faire, but it would be a good base for underneath a corset. This one has like the perfect ideal style for faire with the poofy sleeves and all of that. I just don't like how it has the print on it. I prefer a solid color. I really like the back, the way that it laces up. But then as I was looking at it closer, I realized that it's not even a dress. It is a jumpsuit. Moving on. Okay, but if I was still looking for a fantasy ball gown, tell me this is not absolutely perfect. So I was looking in the two-piece suit section when I came across this. Right off the bat, I don't really like the top, but I was interested in the fabric and the print on it, and then I noticed the skirt. Let me show you this a little bit closer because does this not look like a perfect fairy skirt? Like the cut on the bottom, just the colors, everything about this is just giving me fairy. But like I said, I'm not too crazy about the top, but I did notice the sleeves. I love the sleeves. I just don't really like the collar on it, but for $6.99, I really like the skirt, and I feel like I might be able to do something with it, so I'm just going to pop it in the cart, and we're going to see. Then I checked the undergarment section because this is where I find majority of my corsets, especially at this store in particular, but unfortunately today, there was nothing. This is where I get a majority of my scarves for DIY projects, but we're not doing that today, so I need to remind myself to move on. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know that I love these belts. They're my absolute favorite for any type of faire look, and I have so many of them. Okay, but tell me why just this morning I was thinking that I wish that I had one of these that was shorter, because the one that I'm wearing right now, I love it, but it's kind of long. And then I found this one today that looks almost just like the one that I'm wearing, but it's shorter. So I'm gonna grab that. The vest section is often where I go for hobbit looks. You can find a lot of hobbit looking vests here usually, but I didn't really find anything today that jumped out at me. This top makes me think of like hobbit or cottagecore vibes. It was so cute, but it's not my style. And then I was distracted by a certain puffy sleeve on the other side, so I went to go check that out, and unfortunately it was not what I was expecting. It was kind of boring, but yeah. This top is definitely giving the fairy grunge vibes that I'm trying to go for. I'm not 100% sold on it though, and for $9.99 I'm not going to buy something that I'm unsure of because honestly this fabric is not my favorite. That's one thing that I've learned while developing my personal style, is that there are just certain fabrics and cuts that I just don't feel good in, and I think that it's important for you to know those for yourself. This has that same style. I'm not a fan of the brand though. This one, much better brand. but I don't like the print on it. It is a very cute top though. I think I should specify that I'm looking for darker color fairy looks. So anything like muted, dark green, browns, those types of colors. Very pretty top. Love the color. I'm not a fan of this brand. However, it tends to not do well in the washing machine in my experience. Okay, this top is literally perfect if it wasn't for the mint green color. Like, I'm not a hater of mint green. It's just not a color that I would normally wear. But, like, I'm so tempted to dye it. But, I don't know. For $5, I'm going to pass on it just because I don't love it. Okay, this one is so cute. Like, I have no idea if I would be able to wear this. But, like, I kind of just want to know just because it's so cute. So, I want to go ahead and check what brand it is. So, oh. Alright, well, so that's going to come off the hanger now, so give me a sec. And drum roll, it is Shein. I do happen to really like it though, and it is very cheap, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in my cart. Don't judge me. Another top like that first one. Okay, but seriously, why are all the tops that catch my eye from this brand? Like, this would have been perfect for when I was recently trying to make my own fantasy ball gown from things that I thrifted, if you've seen that short. I went ahead and put it in my cart just so that I can think about it. My favorite thing is these little crop tops like this one, and it's got the correct color for what I'm going for. And it's also Urban Outfitters for $3.99, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put this in the cart and consider it. Look at the color scheme that we have going on also. These again are my favorite types of tops because you can just do so many different things with them. They're only $1.99 and they're both American Eagles, so I'm trying to decide which one. Of course, I like the black one more. I'm not really a fan of this color, but I'm trying to decide if I can make it work for a fairy grunge look. This top looks cute. It had the colors, it had the styles going for it, but honestly, I did not feel like figuring out how this top works, so... This top is not usually something that I would go for, but for the image that I have in my head right now for my fairy grunge outfits, I think that I can make it work. And it's only $1.99, so I think I'm going to take my chances and see what kind of outfits I can make with this. Why does this top look like it's angry? Okay, now this one I'm actually kind of mad about because this is $3.99 and it's from Shein and there's literally nothing exciting about it. So why is it $3.99 when the other tops were $1.99? This doesn't look like anything that I would normally pick up, but it is $1.99 and I'm having some visions with it that I could use for my fairy grunge looks. I was wondering if I could do something with these pants because I have been looking for more pants options that are kind of similar to what I'm looking for, but they're capris and I don't normally like those on me, so I decided to leave it behind. Normally when I'm looking in the skirt section, I'm looking for long flowy skirts. That's just what I look for Ren Fair. But since I am also looking for fairy grunge for myself, I'm going to look at the shorter ones as well. Oh my goodness, when I saw this skirt, I flipped out. I was like, this is perfectly encompassing everything that I'm looking for right now for this style, and I am completely obsessed with it. So this is an absolute for sure. I feel like this skirt, it's hard to see on the hanger, but I feel like it could have some potential for the look that I'm going for too, but I don't think I would be able to rock it, so I passed up on it. Again, I love how the cart is looking right now with all the earth tones and everything. I quickly went through my cart to decide what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to put back. I ended up keeping a majority of the things that I found. As I was about to head out, I saw this dress, and I know it's Shein, and I know that I hate Shein, but I have a vision for this and I have to see it now. I just have to see it. Dude, stop doing that. That ended up no Ren Fair stuff and only fairy grunge stuff that I intend to wear. So I may have to change the course of this video and just make it about that because that is what I have found now. So I'm still going to look for fantasy Ren Fair stuff, but now my goals have changed and I have outfits that I want to make now. So yeah, so on to the next thrift store. This isn't one of my favorite thrift stores. I don't normally have a whole lot of luck here, so my expectations were pretty low. I just wanted to show you guys some of the clips that I took while I was here. I feel like I could definitely make some fairy grunge outfits with this, but I know for a fact that I've bought this type of skirt before and I just don't like how it looks on me, so I had self-control and I put it back. This one would make a perfect fairy skirt because of the bottom, but it is not my size. As I was walking by, these caught my eye, and I feel like they could be used to make fairy grunge outfits as well, just because of the color and the style. Obviously, it's not my size, but I just wanted to show you guys, especially this top right here. Oh my goodness, that would be so cute. Next, I went to Plato's Closet, and this top right here is definitely giving the vibes of what I have in mind. This one too, this is not like anything that I would normally pick up, but I do have some really good ideas of what I want to do and how I want to style this. Again, I keep looking for pants to fit this aesthetic, but I'm just not sure what kind I want. Relatable. My absolute favorite tops. I could spend all day looking here. I tried on what I had. I ended up liking most of it. We've got that same color palette again. Thrift haul, anyone? So I only ended up getting stuff from like 2 stores. All in all, I believe I spent about $80. I spent like $40 at each store basically. So we ended up with this dress. Before we get into the styling, I just thought it would be appropriate to make it more fairy-like. I wanted this outfit to look a little bit soft but also still have the elements of grunge, so I added the waist corset and also the chains. And for the shoes, I went with my Demania wedges. This dress, which again is from Shein, so I'm not crazy about that, but for this look, I wanted it to look dainty but also with a few elements that make it a little bit more edgy, so I added this corset and also this belt that I had thrifted, along with these arm warmers to make it a little bit more fairycore. I'll be using my fishnets for most of these outfits. I used the same necklaces as the last video, but I added the longer one. And I paired it with my shoes from Killstar. This brown top. Surprised that I found 2 skirts like this in one day. This look definitely came out more boho. I left the fishnets on underneath so that it would give a little bit more of the grunge aesthetic along with the same necklaces, and then I just changed out the choker. I added this belt that I just recently thrifted, and the flannel to make it a little bit more grunge and less boho. I paired these shoes because I feel like it brings out the color of the skirt. This top right here, I'm very excited about this skirt. I think this outfit has a good mixture of the grunge and the fairy look. For the skirt, I ended up bunching it up to make it shorter because I feel like it looked better that way. I will probably end up sewing it later. And then I added the same belt and corset belt along with the fishnet sleeves and the same necklaces, and I replaced it for a different choker. I'll be pairing it with my Anar Chic boots. And then I added this shawl. I think it adds a little bit more of a balance of the color, giving a little bit more black and also just more going on the top of the outfit. I ended up getting the brown jeans. I want more of the earth tones, but I tend to wear jeans a lot, so I figured if I had a pair of brown jeans, I would probably wear those a lot. And then this one. This one is definitely a more casual look. I just paired this top with the jeans and threw on a button up over it and added my beanie and a little bit less jewelry for this one. I paired it with my Vans. Of course, this basic black tank top, these pants. This one is definitely a little bit more hippie vibes, not really a whole bunch of grunge going on here, but I just wanted to show you how I ended up styling these pieces together, and then I put them with these boots. And then I got this top. I love the mixture of fairy and grunge in this one, the baggy pants and the sweater along with the dainty top. And then I added the chain on the pants and the earrings and a little bit less jewelry for this one. Another Shein. I have no idea if I'm actually going to like this. I didn't end up liking this one as much. I just wanted you to see how it looked. I just want to make one final note on this video. This is the next day and I went out and took pictures in the outfit. with like the makeup and everything. It's probably melted off because it was hot today, but like that's the one that I wore and I'm kind of obsessed, and I think I might have just found my new thing that makes me feel happy, comfortable, and pretty. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like with like full makeup, like how I would wear it if I was actually going to wear this out. Yeah, that's Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Go follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. I post over there daily. And follow me on Instagram. I'm on there occasionally. Okay, bye.